I know we've been here once before. That's for sure. I know. Been here once before. Why don't you leave? We've been here once before. We've been here, that's for sure. Yeah, my new sweatshirt came. New sweatshirt. No pasaron. Three foxes. Oh. Today's been the day. I mean, they all are, right? Ugh. Exes suck. Might I just say that? Like, exes are the fucking worst. Sometimes. Other times, whatever. Hey, most of the time they suck, though. I think I've been shadow banned on here for saying all the stuff that I say against anti-government and shit like that because I have no viewers anymore. I used to get up to like, at least 24, 30 something viewers. Now I get nothing. Zero. Zilch. Zero. I'll hold on to these so I can show you guys if some people start showing up on the channel. Doesn't seem like that's going to be the case, though. No, seriously, though. Like, blue, orange. Let's go with the orange and green. I got this one. I don't know. It reminded me of Fox Colors. And, being that my last name is Wounded Fox. Hello, monkey. Hello. My new sweatshirt came today. It says no pasaran, which means you shall not pass. It's a Antifa shirt. Yeah. What up, Raydon? Good to see you. Happy to have you guys here. I have been well, monkey. I've been well. Just, I lost my wallet. That's annoying. So now I have to replace my ID and my EBT card and all that shit. But my social worker got back to me about, what's it called? Vocational allowance, which is pretty much like disability or whatever. Dude, Indiana wish he had a hat like this. Henry Jones Jr. No, I would have joined up with Indy in a second. Also, his hat was I believe, a fedora. This is a caballero hat, as far as I know. So yeah, more Native American Mexican than American. Forgive me, guys. I've been imbibing. Indiana stands for no chance. I know his hat was a fedora. This is not a fedora. I believe this is a caballero hat. Or what's known as a cattleman. But I'm not positive. So don't quote me on that. I just know it's beautiful. And I like it. It connects me back to my folk music side. Why are you gay? Who says I'm gay? You are gay. Yeah, dude, the African folks, man, they can't comprehend how a man could love another man. It does not compute. Which is weird to me because I'm like, half of y'all are like some of the gayest motherfuckers I've ever seen. Like, the way that you behave with your friends is like incredibly gay. Now, I'm not saying you're gay, but I'm saying that like for someone who's so staunchly anti-gay, your actions portray otherwise. And in my years of being alive, I've noticed that the most hardcore anti-gay people, this isn't towards you, Jackson, this is just something I noticed. The most hardcore anti-gay people are like the most gay people. Like flaming. You know what I mean? We all know what I mean. You know, you've got your standard gay person, you know, you're just normal gay human being. Then you got your little bit of a feminist, a little fey, little gay, fey, little limp-wristed. And then you've got like your flaming, you know? But it's weird that like the flaming ones are like, I don't believe in the gay community. I like Christian values. And it's like, I bet you do, buddy. Like, oh, I bet you do. Oh, Catholicism, right? God, I'm glad I'm anti-theist. That's right. I don't think any religions should exist. Not a single one. We're much better off as people. You're lucky, Jackson. I wish I had any friends like me. I'm a lonely man. Mostly because I don't have the access to a car right now. So it kind of makes it hard to go out and stuff. Otherwise, you had better bet your bottom dollar that I would be at the roller skating rink every day. All right? I would run over to the roller skating rink over in Manchester, or I'd go over to Skateland in Haverhill. I'd get myself a pair of roller skates, and I'd go over to the DJ and be like, can you play You Dropped a Bomb on Me by the Gap Band so I can go and skate dance my ass off? Like, that's a good time for me. Or like, yo, let's go glow bowling. You know, that kind of stuff, man. Like, dude, come on. Come on. The fun stuff's the easiest. It's the easiest stuff. Plus, I just like bowling and roller skating. And, pinball, too. Yeah. Yeah, if we got, in even better than pinball, skee ball. You load me up with like a thing of quarters, like the $10 a quarters, like a wrap of quarters, and a skee ball machine. Yo, I'm there all day. And I'll just give my tickets to the kids. You know, kids walking by, tickets are coming through. Like, I'm winning tickets. I don't need them. I don't want them. I just like playing skee ball. So I'll just rip off the tickets and I'll just be like, hey, little man. Or, if it's a little girl, I'll be like, hey, little one. Here you go. And I'll just give them a wad of tickets because I don't need it. I just love playing skee ball. Like, screw it. If they can get some toys out of those tickets, then hell yeah, man. Because I remember when I was little, those toys meant everything to me. All of you did too. Let me show you guys the new patches I got. All right. Damn right. I would always hit new high score. Always. And then I'd come back in like a week to see if it had been taken down. This was a long time ago. This was up at Hampton Beach. Am I a cowboy? No. I'm a folk singer and a musician. I just really like this hat. However, I do like cowboy culture, just not cowboy mindset. Cowboy culture. My thoughts on boots. Well, I'm actually getting a new pair of boots in like a month or so, but they only come up to about. Okay, I almost fell down right there. Okay? Yeah, no, I'm good. Kitchen chair with its unweighted back thing with the physics. Anyway, the boots I'm getting only go up to about here. but they have like the old style of like the 1920s or like way back. They got the old style like work boots, but they're not like boots as I'd say. They're they're really nice work shoes. But I love them anyway. But my thought on boots, dude, if you can rock them, rock them. Like by all means. Like I don't like the whole shoe all the way up to my, you know, knee unless it's a very particular boot. Like I like trench boots. I think those are really cool looking. Motorcycle boots, kick ass looking. You know, but like cowboy boots? No. No, not for me. Not for me. Are you the alien guy with the flag? I am. I am the alien guy with the flag. Hey? I'm the alien guy with the flag. That's a good way to put it, I guess. I don't know what you mean by alien. I was born in Lowell, Massachusetts, for Christ's sake. Like, it's not like I'm exactly outside of the country at any point in time. I mean, I visited Canada, but, you know, we do what we can. Anyway, y'all are crazy. I've got a few jackets coming in. I did. I did talk about aliens. I did do that. Oh, so I got some new patches and stickers and stuff for a new jacket that I have coming in, but it won't probably be coming in until the end of January. But you know, the excitement. I got this for my new guitar. I'm gonna get a Les Paul Silverburst. I'm trying to find a Gibson, not an Epiphone. Anyway, got this. It's Make Orwell Fiction again. Like I'm gonna stick that right on my guitar. Um, these I got from my new flight jacket that's coming in. I got a flight jacket that's coming in. It's a green bomber style jacket. I got these for the patches that I'm gonna patch on the sleeve. I got Lucid Dreamer. I mean they're all iron on, but like iron on the patch and then sew it on anyway. Because if you iron it on, it's gonna come right off. I got Radicalized by Basic Decency. These go in different arms. This one's one of my favorites. Fix your heart or die. Fix your hearts or die. Like I like that one a lot. We got books are weapons in the war against ideas. And like I've been saying for 10 years now to the Democratic Party, bite back. I've been saying that for 10 years now. I've been saying that. Zombie! Hello! Former Mr. Oil Can. But now zombie. I'm okay with that. I just knocked my alcohol over. Fucking hell. Mother liquor. Whatevs. Anyway. Good to see you again, Mr. Can. Whether you're a zombie can or an oil can or a gas can or I don't know. Whatever can. It's all good by me, my friend. All good by me. I remember when what was it? What's the company? Supreme? They were giving out a crowbar. And they were interviewing people there, like, why did you come here for a Supreme crowbar? Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm going to put this on the back of the upper part of the jacket. Like this part right here. On the jacket, I'm putting this little death's head moth. And then for the lapel pockets, I've got these two pins. I've got... Yeah, of course, my animal. Stained glass style. And I like this one a lot. The future is bright. So those are my new stuff. I just gotta wait for my jacket to come in so I can attach it to all of them. Listen, 6'7", and this is coming from someone who has seen some retarded memes come out of the last 10 years. 6'7" is the most retarded I've ever seen in my entire life. I've never seen so many people up in arms about some high school kid saying 6'7". Like, it's so unbelievably stupid. If you keep spamming my channel, I will block you on here. All right. Like, I like people on here, but I don't have time for this spamming bullshit, dude. I'm almost 40. I'm 39 years old. I don't give a fuck about 6'7". Less than 0 fucks. Okay? Like, I make music, and I love that you kids have stuff to, like, you know, have fun and inside jokes about. But, like, I'm too old for those inside jokes, my friend. They're not funny to me. They're dumb. Like, inside jokes to me are stuff that you guys wouldn't find funny either. Like, because if you're from the 90s, and you'd be like, what in the hell are you talking about, Unk? And I'm not an Unk, number one. I'm an Unk. I'm aged to be Unk. I'm Unk age. But Unk age also means dad age. And I got a boy, okay? He's just not mine. Anyway. So I'm a dad, thanks. All right, let's just clear that out. Let's just clear that out. Do I have boomer humor? No. Boomers suck. And I say that as my dad being a member of the silent generation. He's passed away now. You know, rest wherever you might. My mom's literally the second year of the baby boomers. I don't like the baby boomers. Oh my god, the most spoiled generation on the face of the planet. What are you talking about? I'm not mad, dude. Who's mad? I know that like 6'7" is the same thing as we dumbass kids had when we were kids. And our parents were like, that's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen. But that's why I wasted the necessary oxygen, Jimmy, to say, I'm not into that, but I'm too old. The stuff that I would find funny as far as inside jokes, they wouldn't find funny. Like, I mean, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. If I did some of my inside jokes, they'd be like, what is this old man talking about? Like, so I don't got no problems with them. Like, the young kids, I was them once too, and I had dumbass shit that I did. Let the kids have fun, man. Let the kids have fun. Exactly. I'm a millennial, man. Like, and early stage millennial too. I'm only 4 years in. Millennial started in 82. I was born in 86. So I'm like old millennial. The thing is that I was raised by a boomer who has the mind of a Gen Xer or a millennial. It's fucking weird. Like, my mother, born in 46, has the mindset of someone born in 1966. Like, and it's very interesting, like, because it's just like, huh, like, that open-mindedness passed on to me, you know, so... You know, my mom might be 40 years older than I am, but we both like understand what's going on at the moment. We both have very similar ideas of what would make the world a better place, and it ain't getting rid of people of color. That's for damn sure. Like, and it ain't joining up with fucking Donald Trump and his legion of fucking dipshits. Like, fucking hell. I'm wearing an Antifa sweatshirt for a reason. I'm just saying, you know. You know, if it quacks like a duck, if it looks like a duck, you get where I'm going at. Like, but yeah, I got that dad knowledge. Thank you, Jackson. I respect you for saying that. But yeah, all I'm saying is that I've seen this stuff come and go. And the problem is that, like, this all started with George W., okay? When I was back in high school. This all started with his dumbass. And the No Child Left Behind bullshit. So it's like, oh yeah, let's take kids who are drastically below their learning level and let's pass them anyway. You know, so the schools don't look bad. And now a whole bunch of my generation, like people my age, are running around there and they're legitimately retarded. Like, there's no other way to put it. Like, they are genuinely retarded, which is why they buy into this MAGA bullshit. Because they're like, I'm scared. I'm scared that my white privilege might go away. Oh no, I might get treated like people who have a darker melanin than I do. Oh God, no, anything but that. That's what this is. Like, that's what this whole thing is. It's white folks being afraid of being treated the way they've seen other folks being treated. You know, this is it. It's it, man. Like, you know, I've had to deal with bullshit because of the blacked out arm for about 10 years now, you know. No, this shit wasn't popular when I got it done. This wasn't popular when I got my black work done. It was, you know, I went down to Boca Raton, which, let's face it, is a blue part of Florida. I went down there and, like, friend that literally had failed 2 classes and somehow passed the grade. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. It's like you got kids with F's down the line, and yet the teachers don't want to look bad, and it's not their fault because they'll get fired by the administration if they don't pass these fucking kids. So it's not the teacher's fault either. It's the administration's fault for having more things put on them. And if you really want to boil it down, it's the parents for not holding their kids up to accountability. It's ridiculous, man. My mom was a teacher for 42 years. 42 years. So, like, you know, I know a lot about the teaching administration process and how the education system works. And unfortunately, yeah, I want George W. Bush's head brought to me on a fucking platter so I can just, like, look at it, like, for a while and be like, oh, this is why I live amongst fucking retards. Like legitimately. And you want, like, and people wonder why younger men and, like, men from my generation, like, went to the MAGA side. It's because they're fucking idiots. Like, they're fucking idiots that are unbelievably insecure in everything that they stand for. Like, I know that because I was picked on them by, like, 90% of them. Like, but, like, those of us that grew up under that and, like, realized what things really were, we saw through Donald Trump the second that he came out to picture. But every fucking idiot that we knew growing up bought right into it because they're like, oh, this guy hates what we hate. And he's giving us the green light to finally say all of the dumb racist bullshit that would have got the shit kicked out of us when we were younger. Like, so now they're just chomping at the bit to say N-bombs, F-bombs, like, just any slur that they can, and then hide behind the idea of free speech, completely forgetting that free speech comes with the freedom of consequence. Okay? Like, you can say whatever you want, but the consequences that come from that speech are held to you. And a lot of these conservative fucking hicks don't fucking get that. They think the freedom of speech means I can say whatever I want, no matter how incorrect, how stupid, and how bigoted it might be, even if it might incite a fucking riot. And it's like, no, dude, that's not how freedom of speech works, you dumb motherfucker. Like, number one, the First Amendment not only stands for freedom of speech, but it stands for freedom of the press. But it doesn't mean that you're just allowed to give out your fucking opinion. You need to go out and you need to collect information so that you're not coming from a biased point of view. You're coming from an anti-biased point of view. Like Walter Cronkite back in the 70s. The man went over to Vietnam and dressed as like them so that he could learn more about the subject. I'm getting worked up here and I don't Like, it's just like you had actual reporters in the 70s and shit like that that had no bias towards what was going on. They just wanted to feed you the proper information. And now you've got Fox, CNN, ABC, like TNN, fuck what, I don't give a fuck. One network. And all they're doing is pumping out whoever is paying them the most money, they're pumping out the message that supports that side more than the other, rather than being what news is supposed to be, which is unbiased, delivering the citizenry of the country who doesn't have the access to this knowledge, which, by the way, now with the internet, you fucking do. So if you don't know what's going on, that's on you. Like, if you don't know that Donald Trump and a bunch of his lackeys raped a 13-year-old girl who was pregnant and then killed the newborn baby and threw it in Lake Michigan, that's your problem. That's not my problem. That's your problem. And if you still stand behind a motherfucker like that, bro, you deserve a bullet in your fucking, like, right in the brainstem. Like, I'm not even kidding. If people batter you for things that you say, you also have consequences. You're damn right they do. However, don't you for a second think that if you're spouting Nazi bullshit, that if you get punched in the face, that you didn't fucking deserve it. All right? Because you did. Because you're not a human. You're a Nazi. All right? There's a difference. All right? Humans give a fuck about other humans. This is coming from someone who is deeply misanthropic. Okay, I fucking hate the human species, and yet at the same time I try my goddamnedest to be a humanist, to try to say that yes, we humans here on earth, we as a species, as a Homo genus, have the ability to actually make things good, because we have done it before. But then you fucking right-wing fucking motherfuckers come up and you have to make everything about race, the caste system, and the disparagement of wealth between the poor and the rich. That's the only things you have to fall upon. Okay? Consequences or whatever. But I don't care about the negative consequence of going to jail if I punch a Nazi in the face. I don't care. All right? I'll sleep like a fucking baby in that jail cell. I don't give a shit. Like, consequences. Yes. Pretty much. I'm sorry. I fall on the dead set thing that right now in America, we need to be unbelievably intolerant. Not tolerant, intolerant. We need to be incredibly intolerant to these people who think that white supremacy, the lack of multiculturalism, the erasing of American history, and the complete denial of what American history is. Like, yeah, we need to be intolerant to that shit. If some motherfucker comes along and says, "Oh, I don't like this guy because his melanin count is higher than mine," fuck you, bro. You don't need punched in the face, but you don't need to be here either. You can go somewhere where there's plenty of white folks. Thing is that I bet your redneck ass couldn't fucking afford it. You know, go to the Netherlands. It's fucking wonderful there. I admit that. Then go to the Netherlands, go to Scandinavia, go to Austria, Germany, Spain, France, England. Go to any of those places where it's soaked to hell with white people. And I guarantee they're all going to hate you too, because it's not you being white that makes you anything. It's your dumb fucking shit ass ideas that make you a shit person. And everybody's going to know that wherever. Exactly. None of those places want you here right now as an American. Maybe me and people like me, because we can admit we're embarrassed Americans. We're Americans that actually believe that oh my God, the original founding fathers of our country actually had maybe the wrong idea when they said all men are created equal except for people of color. Because, that was definitely in the little fine print there, Yes, I hate that shit. Absolutely, Jackson Head. Do I hate people? Let me just read this out. Sorry. Do you hate people that criticize people of a different color that are doing better than them? I do, very much so, because all that is laziness and absolute entitlement brought on by the idea that because I'm white, I deserve this job. When like someone might be fucking better at you for it. So rather than admitting that you just suck at your job compared to this guy, you'd rather blame it on the race. Oh, they hired him because he's a DI. Well, and it's like, fuck you. No, that's not the way it is. They're all going through a nationalist like period right now, but let's face it, the EU is going through a nationalist period where they're like, we're all connected, fuck America. Okay, that's what that is. And I don't blame them in the slightest bit. Because it's not just the EU, it's Canada too. Like it's Canada, it's Australia, it's China. It's not just the EU, man. Like not everybody's going nationalist. They're just going anti-America, which at this point I don't blame them. Like fucking Jesus, bro. Like I wouldn't fucking buy shit from us either. Why in the crap would you give money and pay an extra tax like on it? Like that they like that to a country that one you hate because of its leadership and two who you don't hate the citizenry of. So sorry, I really don't care that the EU is a bit nationalistic right now. They kind of have a reason to be. Have I heard of North Korea? That's cute. Bro, I probably know more about North Korea than your whole entire family's generation. Yes, I know about North Korea. They've somehow combined government and religion combined into one. However, North Korea is probably about the worst example of anything you could give at all. Like, because they're not left, they're not right, they're not anything. I don't know what the fuck they are. Like, it's like you've got a hermit kingdom that's literally like combined religion and government into one thing where like the great leader is the one chosen by God to run the land, and none of them know uh the truth about like what's going on with their great leader. Like fuck you, like Kim. By the way, like if you're watching this on your weird little, because I know you have Western technology, North Korean son of a bitch. I know you have fucking Western technology. I know that one of your favorite foods is McDonald's. I know you speak English fluently. So here's a big fun one. Fuck you from America. Feed your people, you fat fuck. Jesus fuck. Sorry guys, I got a bad mouth. Any hoozles. Do I know about North Korea? That's cute. If you do make that shirt, let me know. I won't charge you for it. I just want to know it exists so I can buy it. But yeah, like yeah, no. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm a citizen of the planet Earth. That's why I have this flag. That's the international flag of the planet Earth. And I just believe that, like, if humankind could just figure out that, like, Earth is it. This is it. There is no colonizing space. I think that's cute that people think that we can do that. That's so cute. That's such a quaint idea. That we can colonize space. Half of these motherfuckers don't even know the psychological toll that being in space takes on you. So like even yeah, Jesus fuck. I'm sorry. It's not funny. I just find it funny because I'm a weirdo. You'd have to have a space station the size of a country in order to carry enough people to maybe even keep the human race going while in that space station that would be traveling through the universe, and like, that's not even going into the psychologicalness of it, that like some motherfucker might lose his mind being like, we're trapped in this space station. I just want to know what the outside's like. And he opens the doors and all of a sudden the entire space station goes completely completely vacuum. Oh boy. Like, so you'd have to have guards posted at every pillar and post that was an exit to that, or a way to be an exit to that, or you'd have to make the exits to the space station unbelievably hard to get to and manage extremely finitely. Apparently space smells like burnt steak. Don't take my word for it, look it up. Like legitimately. Don't take my word for it. But apparently space smells like burnt steak. That's what the people that came back from Space Station Mir have said, and that's what the people that came back from the new one said. Yeah. Like, so I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I really couldn't imagine it. I'm like, there's so much radiation. I don't know. Like, but here's a fun one. I was at Hampstead Academy when I was a little kid. Hampstead, like, so fourth grade, and we had an actual. It was on television. You can probably find it on YouTube. We had our school made a connection with Space Station Mir when it was going overhead, and some of the kids from our school got to ask the space station astronauts and cosmonauts and all the other like space station people about like what it was like up there. And we only had a few minutes, like to talk with them, but our school got to talk to Space Station Mir before it fell out of orbit, before they started the ISS and it fell out of orbit. So I feel really proud to have been part of that. I've heard burnt steak more than raspberries. That's just me though. But like I also heard this one like guy that said that he kept hearing a knocking. Like it does sound cooler. But Cosmo and Astro mean the same thing anyway, so it's like whatever. Like so, it just means spaceman. Or no, space adventure or space journey, or that's kind of all it means. But yeah, no, cosmonaut sounds cooler. It does. Yeah, I'll give you that one. What else? Right, we could be traveling for hundreds, millions of years, and we might never, ever come into contact with another form of life. The big screen that might be separating all of life from one another might be space itself. Because space, within every second, every moment that we exist in it, it's all growing farther apart from each other. But not farther apart in the way you'd think. Like, let's say, like, okay, if we have these things, they're growing farther apart, but they're growing farther apart equally. So, like, one's going farther one direction, one's going farther the other direction, and everything's doing that. So everything is just constantly getting farther and farther and farther and farther away from each other, which means that, like, our generation is probably maybe one of the last ones that will be able to look up at the sky and see a shitload of stars, nebulae, astronomy that could disappear in the next 100 years, because like the light from the stars takes billions of years to get to us, but like, who knows, those stars could be dead. Those stars could have been dead for millions of years by now. It's just the light hasn't got to us yet. Say you're 68. Okay, say you're 68 billion light years away from us. if if you on that planet found Earth and you looked at it through a telescope, you'd be seeing the Cretaceous period. Yeah. And it would take you another million or so years before you even noticed that Earth had human life on it. So it's like it might be just something where life isn't meant to meet each other. You know, life from one planet isn't meant to meet life from another planet. It could be that. I don't know. Okay? Oh, yeah, we'll be seeing the stars for a while, but eventually it's going to burn out. Eventually there's not going to be as many. It's going to be dark. And with the light pollution that we have here on Earth and the cities just getting bigger and bigger, it's going to be harder to see the stars. And that hurts me deep inside to know that. Because if you go out like in the Midwest where there's barely any light pollution, the sky is different than if you're in the city. It's different. Like, so yeah, Jimmy, that's a really great point. Everything that we see up in the sky is in the past. Everything that we go towards in the universe is on a different time scale than what the Earth time scale is. So even if we do find a way to, I don't know, populate the galaxy, just our galaxy, not even our galaxy. I'm sorry. Let's count it down even further. Our solar system, like very much so, where there is not a whole lot of people. Northern Maine, I'd say, is the best place to see it around here, just because there's literally no one up there. Like you drive up there, it's just forests. But in my mind, I like that. I like Earth untouched by humans. Like it's just I don't know. Once we sold the house and the new landlord came in and started cutting down the trees and fixing the driveway and doing all this shit, I just kind of started respecting things more for like what they were before humans touched it. You know what I mean? What? I mean, Maine's better than New Hampshire. Shit. I don't like Maine that much either, but like, better than New Hampshire. Fucking hell. Vermont's got its problems too, though, like protecting pedophiles and shit. Like, guys, come on. Come on. There's tolerance and then there's being silly. Okay? There's being tolerant of understanding mental conditions, and then there's just being just way too accepting of shit. Okay? Oh, Jesus Christ. And the people like that. The people like that. I'm like, you're the reason why we lost the election. You know that, right? Like, you're the reason why Trump's president. But it's because like you had to keep pushing the transgender agenda, didn't you? You just had to keep pushing that. It couldn't have waited 2 or 3, 4 fucking years in order to be like, like tackled upon correctly. No, you couldn't focus on the fucking, not you, Jimmy. You couldn't focus on the, just like the Democratic Party. You couldn't focus on the economy or what things we're worried about. No. We had to be, generous with people's farm parts. Jesus Christ. Like those like super liberal guys, like I'm so left I'm spinning in circles, and these guys make me feel like conservative for Christ's sake. I'm like, dude, do you know how many years it took for the gay community to be accepted into like the general like zeitgeist? Yeah, fuck them, dude. Like I had a girlfriend that was like that. She was like, I'm gonna vote for Jill Stein. And I'm like, okay, yeah, great. Thank you. Thank you for throwing your fucking vote away. Like, listen, I didn't like Hillary Clinton either. I fucking hate that bitch. But I voted for her over Trump, okay? Like, I voted for Bernie Sanders. Like, in every single thing, I voted for fucking Bernie Sanders. Like, because he was the win. He was the best president we never got to have. Like, he was the one we deserved and the one that deserved it. And the Democratic Party handed it over to Hillary Clinton. I don't know. Fucking what? I know exactly why. We want our first female president to be Hillary Clinton because she's like a movie star. Like, oh, God. If he was here and he really did compliment my hat, I just want him to know, you just made my whole life, Johnny. Like, Johnny's the man. He's my favorite actor by all means. Him and Keanu Reeves. Like, 1, 2, bam. Absolutely. Absolutely. Without a question. And I'm not going to lie. Yeah, a lot of my style I did co-op from Johnny Depp. But I'm not afraid to admit that. Like, because it looks good on him, it looks good on me, okay? So, oh, man. You know what's been keeping me busy a lot online, though, recently is these cop body cameras. Holy crap. Like, I never realized how much of being a cop is just babysitting grown-ups. Whew. Anyway, back to my point. Yeah. The far left people that were like, I'm going to sit out this election because fuck elections and fuck taking part of the American, judicial system or electoral system. Like, audit the audit's really good. They, just showing where cops go wrong and showing where people go wrong too. Because it's not always on the one side. Like, trust me, I don't like cops. Like, on the best of days. I really don't like cops, but I understand why they need to exist, so exactly. It's like you focused on Gaza, you focused on transgender politics, and you focused on the LGBTQ. Like, are you fucking kidding me? None of those things have anything to do with our fucking country, in total honesty. That's a world thing. That's a world thing. That's a mind thing. Like, but like, then when I see people that are like, when I'm like, dude, these girls on Instagram, some of these goth girls, and this is a legit thing I posted, okay? Some of these goth girls on Instagram and shit, these videos that they posted, dude, are you trying to fucking kill me? It's like some of these girls are so fucking beautiful, it's retarded. I feel like I'm gonna get a heart attack. Like, and then my ex-girlfriend comes and be like, this post is really creepy and gross. And I'm like, no, just to you and women like you. Because if you ever put me in the place of someone who's a misandrist who hates people or an incel little motherfucker, I'll come after you. I hate those little fuck faces. Like, I actually love women and actually know that they can stand for many things in society. I also know that I'm allowed to think they are pretty. Okay? I'm allowed to have preferences. I'm allowed to like skinny, petite girls. It's like, I know why you think this is, like piggish. It's because you don't fit into the category of the kind of girl I find attractive. Deal with it. Like, find a guy who's into it. Women who dye their pit hair. Honestly, I don't care if they do that. I really couldn't care less. The pit hair thing, though, I'm like, I prefer without. Sorry, and it's it's unnatural thing. It's that I don't want stinkiness. That's why I shower all the time. But like, being fat makes girls angry. I don't want to agree with you, but I don't want to disagree with you either. Oh boy. I don't think it makes them angry. I think because when I was fat, I wasn't angry at skinny dudes. I was angry at me for being so lazy, for being so lackadaisical that I let myself get fat. But I have noticed with women that, yeah, if I say anything about like, did I want, I'd prefer a girl that's below 120 pounds. But now suddenly I'm the villain of the year, you know? Oh boy. Did she get angrier? She grew. That's funny. Oh boy. Yeah, I know, right? Did her mass increase, and with that mass, so grew the angriness, kind of like a gas giant planet. The more it sucks in, the more dense it gets at the bottom. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not into big girls. I'm not. I like thick girls, I guess, but I like petite, skinny girls. I'm sorry. I was spoiled by anime when I was in high school. No, I'm kidding. But no, I prefer fit girls and petite girls. It's just what I'm into. It's like girls that like guys that are above 6 feet. I get it. You like tall guys. That's fine. But don't be then like shitting on me when I'm like, okay, cool. I like girls that are below 120 pounds. Like unless you're like 5'7", 5'10", 6 foot something. You know, then by all means, yeah. I like tall girls too. Like fucking dude, I like women. Fuck it, I don't give a shit. Like it doesn't matter. Like I just like beautiful women. Gift to the earth. Just gift to the earth because guys, man, we're not attractive. Except for femboys. Yeah, I'd make out with a femboy. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't even feel ashamed. Nope. Anyway, but yeah, no, no, women, yeah. No, there's just something about them. Something about them. They're like lava lamps. You can't stop looking at them, you know what I mean? Like you see a girl dancing and you're just like, why do I want to give her money? Like, you know what I mean? You guys all know what I mean. Like, oh man. I won't do that anymore. I won't do that anymore. But like, strip clubs. Come on, man. Like, you know what I mean. Like, but what? You think it's weird that I'd make out with a femboy? They look more like girls. Plus, I don't really care that much, man. Attractiveness is attractiveness. I don't give a fuck. But women are more attractive by all means. Are you you are gay? You are gay. Maybe a little bit, like 5%, 10%, maybe. But I'd never have sex with the man. Ew, we're gross looking. Um, like men, we look gross. Like we're gross. Like ugh, we look like boxes. We're made out of boxes. You know what I mean? Women though, ugh, like ugh. So hey, so no, I am not gay. I happen to like women and their soft, wonderful skin and those thighs. Oh my god, those thighs. Especially on Southeast Asian women. I'm like, holy Christ, dude. Talk about the perfect body type. Holy shit on Friday. Like, oh my god. Like, what the fuck, Charles? Like, damn. Japanese women, like, forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about it. I'm in. I'm all there. You know? Like, why are you gay? You are gay. Like, why? Because femboys are sexy. Sorry. Like, fucking Jesus. I don't have sex with femboys. I just make out with them. And I haven't even done that yet. I haven't met a pretty enough one yet. Um, but yeah, Asian women, oh my God. That's my number one in preference. Number two being black girls. And number three being redheads. Yeah. All gifts from the world. Like, I don't believe in God, but if Yahweh exists, he spent extra days making black women, Asian women, and redheads. Like, I know there's nothing wrong with being gay, my friend. I know that. I got no problem with it. That's why I don't have a problem with admitting that, like, good enough looking femboy. I'll make out with you. Like, watch out. Like, Kevin, you're an idiot. Like, and a special kind of idiot. You wouldn't have survived in ancient Rome. Like, shit, dude. There was no such thing as gay in ancient Rome. Shit. If you had sex with a man, that was normal. Having sex with a woman, that was more of a business thing. You may think so, but back then you probably would have been boning some boys. Yeah. I feel like you're one of the people that's kind of like, you think things are weird because society told you they're weird, not because you actually think they're weird, you weird little cowboy, you. Like, so, my alley's better than your alley, bro. Women and men want to fuck me. Nobody wants to fuck you. Stupid white motherfucker. Anyway, love you guys. I'll be back later on with some music, okay? Jackson, mwah. All the other guys that are great, mwah. I'm getting boned to my alley. No, no, no. Exit only for me. I'm making out with gorgeous femboys in my alley. They love me. And girls love me, dude. And women love me, my friend. All the way from, like, what was it? I joined a dating website the other day. It was too expensive, so I didn't stay on it. But I had about 27 people hitting me up, like, within the first 5 minutes. So I'm good. I'm good. I'm all right. Doing quite fine for my age. You're probably younger than me and doing a really hard time. Talk to Jackson Head. He can help you. He probably is more mature than you and knows more stuff. And I'm not hanging around long enough. I can lead a dumbass to water, but I can't make him drink it. Take it easy, guys. Much love.